आज हम सब मिलकर कुछ न्यूमेरिकल लगाते हैं। न्यूमेरिकल से क्या होता है, थ्योरी बहुत क्लियर हो जाती है। Practice the numericals is very important because the laws of reflection or theory of anything becomes more and more clear when we solve the examples, numerical examples. Because, for example, in first law of reflection, second law of reflection, let this the point O. This is the point rho. This is the normal and normal to the surface of the plane mirror, and this is the incident ray AO, and this is the reflected ray OB. Now what happens? The question says the angle between the incident ray and mirror surface is 60 degree. कहाँ का एंगल की बात कर रहा है? Generally we taken this angle in our study. Generally we taken this angle, I. But here the question says that angle between the incident ray and the surface of the reflecting surface of the mirror. या कहता है कि incident ray makes an angle of 60 degree with the mirror. Then what is the angle of reflection? पूछ क्या रहा है? What is R? Angle R बराबर what? इसकी वैल्यू. But what is given? Given this angle. But we have always talked about this angle. So now, this total angle between the plane mirror and neutral, this, यहाँ तक. ये normal जो है, neutral नहीं, normal 90 डिग्री पर होता है. तो this is 60 degree. तो this becomes 90 minus 60. So I comes out to be 30 degree. So naturally, second law of reflection, I is equal to R, so angle R is equal to 30 degree. So when you solve the numericals, the theory will become more and more clear. One thing. Second question. A ray of light is incident normally on a plane mirror. What will be the? कहता है ये ray of light incident normally on a plane mirror. This is a plane mirror. This is the normal, and incident ray strikes normally. Normally आती है 90 डिग्री पे टकराती है. Two questions are here. Angle of incident. This is normal, and this ray is striking the mirror here at 90 degree. So what will happen? We know that here what is angle I is in this case is 0. तो एंगल R will also be 0 because I बराबर R, दोनों बराबर होते हैं. Law of reflection says angle I is equal to angle R. So when I is equal to 0 means ray is coming along the normal, then R will have to be 0. तो R 0 रखने के लिए वापस उसी रास्ते से लौट जाएगी. So this will return in this way. First question was कि एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंट. तो एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंट I is equal to 0. An angle of reflection, ये पूछ रहा है, फर्स्ट था एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंट और एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन पूछ रहा है, तो एंगल I is equal to R, this is also 0, यानी दिस रे कम्स ऐसे आती है, यहाँ स्ट्राइक किया एंड रिटर्न्स ऑन द सेम पाथ. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. What type of image is formed in a plane mirror? Number 8. What type of image? Type of image. Question है. Type of image. तो अभी हमने बात किया था दो टाइप की इमेज है, दो प्रकार की. There are two types of images. Number 1 virtual and number 2 real. Question is that what type of image is formed? A. In a plane mirror. In a plane mirror, you know, virtual, because the rays seems to meet behind the mirror, but they don't actually meet. So you cannot take the image on the screen. So image made by the plane mirror is always virtual, आभासी, महसूस कर सकते हैं, but you cannot take on the screen. Number 2, B कह रहा है on a cinema screen naturally. Real images on a cinema screen. ये plane mirror में आए सिनेमा. सिनेमा स्क्रीन पे रियल इमेज होगी और प्लेन मिरर पे ये होगी वर्चुअल इमेज. Name the phenomena responsible for following effect. When we sit in front of a plane mirror and write with our right hand, दाहिने हाथ से लिखते हैं. I am writing something with our right hand, standing before the plane mirror. It appears in the mirror that we are writing with our left hand. लिखते तो हम right hand से हैं, but we find when we see our image, in the image we see that we are writing with our left hand. This phenomena is called left to right. उलट गया, इन्वर्ट हो गया, इन्वर्जन हो गया, लेफ्ट हैंड का राइट हैंड दिख रहा है. This phenomena is called lateral inversion. जो डेफिनेशंस लेटरल इन्वर्जन की हमने बताया था, the definitions I told you of lateral inversion, it becomes very clear when you solve the question. In an object, if an object is placed at distance of 10 centimeter in front of a plane mirror, how far would it be from its image? कहते हैं प्लेन मिरर के सामने एक ऑब्जेक्ट रखी है, यहां रखी है एक ऑब्जेक्ट ओ 10 सेंटीमीटर, ये डिस्टेंस है प्लेन मिरर से 10 सेंटीमीटर की दूरी पर रखी हुई है. An object is placed in front of plane mirror at a distance of 10 centimeters. How far would it be from its image? यह ऑब्जेक्ट अपनी इमेज से कितनी दूर होगी? How far? The image of this will be here. You have seen how the image is formed. This ray, take one ray, this ray normally strikes here and return back from its path. The second ray, it will return back a normal. So it seems that it is coming from here, and the normal ray, when you see from here, this is the image. Now you see these two triangles. And the second one is this triangle. This angle is 90 in this triangle, this angle is 90 in this triangle. This angle and this angle are also equal. Then the line before this, a line before this angle, ये लाइन, इसके ये और इसके ये सामने, तो ये और ये बराबर होंगी और ये बराबर होंगी. क्यों? दिस एंगल ओ ए बी ले लीजिए, तो ट्रायंगल ओ ए बी इज सिमिलर, बिल्कुल एक जैसा है, पलट के रख दिया गया है. ट्रायंगल आई ए बी, तो क्या हुआ है, ये साइड जो है ये वाली ओ ए बराबर ए आई, ओ ए बराबर ए आई. Experimentally we have found that the distance of object from the mirror is equal to the distance of image from the mirror. तो ये 10 सेंटीमीटर है, ऑब्जेक्ट मिरर के सामने 10 है, तो इमेज भी इधर 10 सेंटीमीटर पे बनेगी. तो पूछ रहा है कि ओ ए, व्हाट इज ओ आई, ऑब्जेक्ट और इमेज कितनी दूरी पर है एक दूसरे के. 10 ये है, 10 ये है, इट इज 20 सेंटीमीटर. तो व्हेन यू सॉल्व द very small questions, the law of reflection and the things will become more and more clear. It seems very easy, and also it is easy, but you have to practice a lot. जब बार बार आप करेंगे तो आपके जहन में वो बैठ जाएगा, आपको मेमोराइज हो जाएगा और तुरंत रिकॉल होगा. State whether the following statement is true or false. 1 minute. एक स्टेटमेंट, state whether following statement is true or false. A student says that we can see an object because light from our eyes is reflected back by the image. मेरी आंख से जो लाइट, कौन सी लाइट, इमेज जो वस्तु है, जो ऑब्जेक्ट है, जैसे चेयर रखी है, तो वो उस लाइट को चेयर रिफ्लेक्ट करती है जो मेरी आंख से निकलती है. एक स्टूडेंट ये कह रहा है, तो ये he is saying this thing. So whether he is saying true or false, it is false, because my eye is not a luminous object which can emit the light. How can I see the chair? The light from other source, for example the sunlight or tube light or lamp or candle, and falls on the chair, and that light is reflected by the chair and enters in my eye, then we see the chair. In this way we see the things. So the student is saying the statement is not true. He is saying the light from our eyes going and fall on the chair, and chair reflect that light, and then we see. No, it is not so. because our eyes don't have light. They don't have their own light. Eyes are not the luminous object. So the statement of the student is false. Next question. A ray of light strikes a plane mirror such that its angle of incident is 30 degree. What angle does the reflected ray make with the mirror surface? Very interesting, very easy question, but very interesting. Your concept will be clear, and these small things will help you to solve the typical questions. What say? A ray of light strikes a plane mirror that such that its angle of incident is 30 degree. What is the angle between the reflected ray and the mirror? Not from the normal पूछ रहा है. ये मिरर है, ये नॉर्मल है. कहता है एक लाइट रे आ रही है जिसका आई एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंट इज 30 डिग्री, यहाँ टकरा रही है. ये लाइट रे यहाँ से गई ए ओ, ये एंगल बना रही है आई इज इक्वल टू 30 डिग्री. व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन? क्वेश्चन है what is the angle between reflected ray and mirror surface and mirror? तो reflected ray बना लीजिए, I is equal to 30. The reflected ray R is equal to also 30. This is reflected ray, or this angle is also 30. He is asking this angle, reflected ray and mirror surface के बीच में. So this whole angle normal to surface, this side is 90 degree. Normal to surface, this side 90 degree. Why? This is plane surface, the angle at point A, this is 180. So 90 normal है तो आधा इधर आधा उधर. So now it is 90, it is 30, so then this angle, our answer is this 60. So this is equal to 60 degree. थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट करके क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं जिससे गलत टिक लग जाता है. What is the difference between real image and virtual image? Virtual image we cannot take on screen. In case of virtual image, the reflected rays don't meet actually at a point, but they seems to meet. But in case of real image, the rays actually cut each other, actually meet at the place, at the screen. Give one example of each type. Example आप जान चुके हैं. Our image, our face, when we see ourselves in the dressing mirror, the image is virtual image, and we see the picture, the image is the real image. The letter F is placed in front of plane mirror. Lateral inversion, you have read. Letter F. If you put it before the mirror, you put F before a mirror, due to lateral inversion, it will look like this is object, is image in the mirror. As I told you, You write here F. Let this be its vertical line. These are F. These are horizontal two lines. If you turn in this way, the F will be seen like this. So laterally inverted. Lateral inversion will like the phenomena of lateral inversion will come into picture. So F will look like this in the plane mirror. आप ध्यान से देखिएगा प्लेन मिरर में सामने खड़े होकर जनरली आपके कमीज में लेफ्ट साइड में पॉकेट रहता है, तो आप अपनी इमेज को देखिएगा तो योर पॉकेट will be seems to be in the image on the right side. So this is the lateral inversion. Very simple question. Some good questions. A man stands 10 meters in front of a large plane mirror. How far? 10 मीटर मिरर के सामने 10 मीटर की दूरी पर खड़ा है. A man stands 10 meters in front of a large plane mirror. How far? कितनी दूर? Must he walk before he is 5 meters away from his image? कितनी दूर मिरर की तरफ वॉक करे कि जो अपनी इमेज देखता है तो इमेज से 5 मीटर की दूरी हो. What the question is, how much he should walk that the distance between object and image becomes 5 meters. The question is this. This is the mirror. This is the reflecting surface. The man is standing here. The distance is 10 meters. The question is कि कितना इधर चले. How much he should walk in this direction. Show that the distance between the man and his image. So the man reaches here. So distance between him is the image, you know. If the distance, this is the distance from the mirror, then at the same distance, this is D1. So the image will be also at D1 from here, from point O. So here will be its image. कहता है कि image, question is that how much is walk from this point to this point, that this distance is 5 meters. This is 5 meters. So when this is 5 meters, so how much is this? This is 2.5 and this is 2.5. मुझसे इससे मतलब नहीं है. We don't concern with this one. We concerned कि the man should stand here. Where? At 2.5 meter from the mirror. यहाँ से इतनी दूरी पर 2.5 मीटर. यहाँ खड़ा हो जाए आके, यहाँ से चले तो ये था पूरा 10 मीटर. और यहाँ से वॉक किया, यहाँ आया तो ये ट्रेवल, इतना ट्रेवल किए. तो 10 minus 2.5. 10 minus 2.5. This comes to be 10 minus 2 होता तो 8.5 और है तो 7.5 मीटर. This is the answer. So when you read, when you understand the question well, the answer is very, very easy. An object, next question, an object is placed 20 centimeter in front of a plane mirror. The mirror is moved 2 centimeter towards the object. The distance between the positions of original and final images seen in the mirror. Very interesting. दिस इज द मिरर, ये मिरर है और ऑब्जेक्ट 20 सेंटीमीटर इसके यहां पे रखा हुआ है, ये है ओ ऑब्जेक्ट. दिस डिस्टेंस इज 20 सेंटीमीटर. क्यों, क्या कह रहा है कि दिस ऑब्जेक्ट is put before 20 centimeter before the in front of the mirror. Next thing saying the mirror is moved 2 centimeter towards the object. That is our question. पूछ क्या रहा है? What he wants, the value he wants, the distance between the positions of original and final image. तो original, and here this point is here, तो इसकी image this point की in front of the mirror and this will be here, this will be image and the distance will also be 20 centimeter. अगर यहाँ ऑब्जेक्ट रखी हुई है तो यहाँ इमेज बनेगी, ये दूरी बराबर होती है. The distance of the mirror from O is equal to the distance of I from the mirror. यानी this distance are equal. It is the established fact. ये होता है. अब कहता है मिरर को मूव करा दिया टुवर्ड्स द ऑब्जेक्ट 2 सेंटीमीटर. इस मिरर को मूव करा दिया 2 सेंटीमीटर. अब मिरर यहाँ है, मिरर को इस डायरेक्शन में खिसका दिया है, यहाँ ले आया है. और ये कितनी दूरी है? 2 सेंटीमीटर. अब मिरर यहाँ आ गया, मिरर केम हियर. अब देखिए, नाउ दिस डिस्टेंस बिकम्स 18 सेंटीमीटर. यहां से मिरर की न्यू पोजीशन से 18 सेंटीमीटर ये हो गई ऑब्जेक्ट, क्योंकि मिरर को मूव कराया, ऑब्जेक्ट वही है, 2 सेंटीमीटर देर मूव कराया. नाउ द डिस्टेंस ओ, और यहाँ पे दिस पॉइंट, यू कैन से दिस पॉइंट ए, दिस पॉइंट ये बी, let it take B. We don't require, we have to find out in our language. Now image of this object with this mirror will be here. इसी के सामने इमेज यहाँ बन जाएगी और दिस इमेज विल बी इस मिरर से, इस मिरर में बन रही है तो 18 सेंटीमीटर रहेगी. The distance between the position of original and final images seen in the mirror to 2 centimeter. So this total distance, now this is 18 centimeter from here and 18 here. So total distance this is 18, 36 centimeter. and this 2020, this is 40 centimeter. So how much this? This is 4 centimeter. तो जो फाइनल इमेज है दिस आई डैश और आई, तो आई डैश 4 सेंटीमीटर। जनरली ऐसे नॉर्मली वी सी, तो हमारे दिमाग में आएगा इमीडिएटली वी से 2 सेंटीमीटर, बट इट इज 4 सेंटीमीटर। व्हाई? फर्स्ट द मिरर traveled in this direction by 2 centimeter. Then this image will also travel by 2 centimeter. So in this diagram we clearly see mirror की position m dash से m1 और m1 dash a new position हो गई। Simply you form the image by 2 mirrors and calculate the distance in this way from the figure. This is very interesting. ये लाल वाला मिरर जो है रेड स्केच है मिरर का। फर्स्ट सिंपली यहाँ ऑब्जेक्ट रखी हुई है, ये इसका यहाँ पे बना इमेज। अब मिरर को यहाँ रख दिया गया, तो नेचुरली फाइंड द न्यू पोजीशन। इसकी ब्लैक वाले मिरर से जो न्यू पोजीशन मिरर का है 18 सेंटीमीटर पे ऑब्जेक्ट हो गई, तो इसके पीछे 18 सेंटीमीटर पे ये बनेगा। तो ये बना लीजिए फिगर, यू स्केच द डायग्राम एंड फाइंड आउट। 2 सेंटीमीटर इधर खिसक गया है मिरर, तो ना 18 सेंटीमीटर फ्रॉम हियर 18, तो 18 36, तो हाउ मच 4 हियर, यहीं से कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो। दिस इज 18, दिस इज 18, तो दिस इज इतना कितना बचा ये 4, बिकॉज इट इज 40 यहाँ से यहाँ तक। टिक लगाना था जल्दी से, टिक 2 सेंटीमीटर पे लग जाता। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, a man sits in an optician chair looking into a plane mirror which is 2 meters away from him. A man sits in an optician's chair looking into a plane mirror. एक आदमी एक चेयर पर बैठा है, a man is sitting on the chair and a mirror is put in front of him 2 meters away, and he sweeps the image of a chart. पीछे दीवार पे कोई चार्ट लगा रहा होगा, which faces the mirror. मिरर में उसकी इमेज, and is 50 centimeter behind his head. How far away from his eyes does the chart appears to be? Very interesting. This is a plane mirror, M dash. दो मीटर, एक आदमी यहां बैठा है। Let this be his head. He is sitting on the chair. आई, तो यहाँ से ये 2 मीटर की दूरी पे बैठा है. He is sitting 2 meters away from the mirror. The next thing, and views the image of a chart which faces the mirror. He is looking the image. His image will be formed here 2 meters. 2 meters. Let be his eye. This is his image. इस माइंड की ये ऑब्जेक्ट हो गया, समझ लो उसकी आँख. This is an object and he is seeing here a mind की image of the mind. He views the image of a chart which faces the mirror and is 50 centimeter behind his head. How far away from his eyes does the chart appear to be? यहाँ से 50 सेंटीमीटर इस डायरेक्शन. एक चार्ट है, ये मान लो ये चार्ट है और दिस डिस्टेंस इज, इसकी डिस्टेंस है 50 सेंटीमीटर. How far away from his eyes does the chart appears to be? उसकी आंख से चार्ट कितनी दूर दिखाई देगा. 1 minute. The image of this will be formed. This is 2 meter 50 centimeter, any this distance, and at this distance 2 meter 50 centimeter. So the image will be formed here 2 meter 50 centimeter. This distance is 2 meter 50 centimeter. So this will be the distance. His eye is here, and this will be the distance. So this is 2 meter. This is 2 meter. And this will be 50 centimeter. So the distance means this one, and me. This mine. This distance. So naturally this is a 2 meter. This is 2 meter and this is 50 centimeter. And this is 2 meter and this is 2 meter 50 centimeter. So this distance will be 4 meter and 50 centimeter. Here you can say 100 meter by 1 meter, 4.5 meter. This will be the answer. Next question. A ray of light strikes a plane mirror PQ at an angle of incidence of 30 degree. Is reflected from the mirror and then strikes a second plane mirror QR placed at right angles to the first mirror. Very interesting. The angle of reflection at the second mirror is, oh, very good. Second mirror से एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन पूछ रहा है, मिटा दें. Two mirrors are put at 90 degrees. Let this is first mirror. Now take, and this is second mirror. Now take the reflecting surfaces on the same direction, otherwise how the rays will be reflected. If we take this reflecting surface and if we take the down one, if we take in this way, what will happen? We have the normal and a ray 30 degree. This is an incident ray AO. Now this is reflected 30 degree. Let us let the second mirror is this. If the reflecting surface is this side, then this ray will strike here and the question, if I not make the question. So this we take the reflecting surface this side. So this is the incident ray, this is normal. This ray after striking the first mirror, M1, and this is M2. This is M2, this is M1. This will come here. Incident angle is 30, so this angle will be 30, and these mirrors are at 90 degree. So this angle, this is normal, this mirror is this mirror is this. So this is normal, so this is normal, n is parallel to the surface of this mirror. So this is 30, so what will be this angle? This will be the 60. Now take normal, the ray, the reflected ray, AB incident 30 degree, OB, take it the point B. OB is the reflected ray from this mirror M1. This strikes the M2 here. So take normal here. Now this is 60, this 90, this will be 30, this will be 60. So reflected ray will follow the reflection. This is normal. This ray for this mirror becomes incident ray. So this is incident angle for this mirror is 60, and this goes -30 degree. It has become more. This is the 60. So these rays, oh sorry, this is the incident ray. This is AB, or this is finally reflected ray BB dash. This ray coming here. This turned this side by an angle of 60 degree अपने से, यहाँ से 60 आई, फिर यहाँ आई, फिर कितना मुड़ी 60. It turned, this ray turns left side. This ray is coming, this turns 60 degree, this is reflected. Here this turns again, how much? 60, 120. What happens? This becomes parallel. Incident final reflected ray become parallel. Why? This taken a turn of 180 degree means something is going in that direction, and by turning 180 degree means it turned back in this direction. So this is the case. Incident ray for this mirror has I is equal to 30 and so R will also be 30. This go in this direction, and this angle by the trigonometry we get 30 degree. This is 60. I for this, so this is R for this mirror, so go in this direction. So these two are parallel. So this is the figure. This is the question. The angle of reflection at second mirror is, the question is that angle of reflection at second mirror. So angle R of M2, this is 60 degree. And the second part has not been asked in this question, whether the ray, incident ray, first incident ray and last reflected ray will be parallel or not. So those will be parallel. Though the second question has not been asked here. Only he required to find the R, angle R by the second mirror. Some small questions. The angle of reflection is equal to the angle of incident. A, always. B, sometimes. C, under special condition. D, never. कौन सा सही है? Which answer is okay? Angle I is equal to angle R, always, because this is the law of reflection. This is true in all cases. The angle between an incident ray and the plane mirror is 30. देखिए क्या कह रहा है, angle of incident ray not with normal, with the plane mirror is 30. तो normal से कितना होगा? How much this will be from normal? 60 degree. The total angle between the incident ray and reflected ray. Now draw a sketch. So total angle between incident and reflected. जब I plus R हो जाएगा, दोनों के बीच का एंगल, इंसिडेंट रे एंड रिफ्लेक्टेड रे के बीच दो एंगल होते हैं, I और R. तो आपको I पता हो गया 60 डिग्री, तो 120 डिग्री. दिस इज द पोजीशन. This is the normal. He says कि this angle, what says, ज़्यादा बन गया एंगल, थोड़ा सा होना भी उतना चाहिए. ये this is the ray. Say this angle is 30. Angle between the incident ray, ये incident ray and mirror is 30. So what is I? I is equal to 60. ये 60. So this will be the reflected ray. तो चाहता है what is total angle between incident ray and reflected ray. ये एंगल पूछ रहा है. ये तो इसके बीच में कौन से एंगल है? दो हैं. ये I है, ये R है, ये R है. I 60, R 60. लॉ ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन. टोटल एंगल 120 डिग्री. A ray of light is incident on a plane mirror making an angle of 90 degree with the mirror surface. With the mirror surface incidence हो रहा है 90 degree means not along the normal. The angle of reflection for this ray of light will be angle of reflection, angle R. जब नॉर्मल के along जा रही है तो नॉर्मल के along रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगी. I is equal to 0, R is equal to 0. The image of an object formed by a plane mirror is virtual, real, diminished, upside down? No, virtual. The image formed by a plane mirror is virtual, behind the mirror and enlarge. Any lambi? No. Virtual behind the mirror and same size as the object. Okay. Real at the surface of the mirror and enlarge? No. Real behind the mirror and the same size as the object? No, because not real. The figure given alongside shows the image of a clock seen in the plane mirror. Oh, very interesting. ये घड़ी का सीन दिया हुआ है. इसके दो हैंड दिखाए गए हैं. ये दिखाया गया है. दिस इज द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ ए watch, clock. In plane mirror, what will be the time in the image? The image formed by this clock will show the time. बता रहा है 2:25, 2:35, 6:45, 9:25.